Good morning. Hopefully you're having a great day. Just looking to show you some ideas to tweak out your boat a bit and make some adjustments as you go. We're going to start with the rod holder. It's not so much of an adjustment as it is the coolest rod holder I've ever seen. I know we're all pretty familiar with Scotty and everything where you undo it, it goes click, 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 click. So this is a 360-degree fish finder that you can find any sweet spot without having to do anything but loosen one. So that's pretty cool. The other one is I like the click. So it really locks your rod in there, but here is the money shot. So you're sitting here, you got your rod, and then you have to actually get up and you got to get your end of your rod all the way over like that in order to get it into a Scotty. And this one, obviously there would be a reel here normally. This one has this little ingenious little gimmick that is so sweet. You literally put your rod in, so now you're standing up, you don't have to do anywhere near the reach, and it just folds in. And simple thing, but it's honestly very awesome. Here's where you would put your phone, or you could connect your, these all come standard with the kayak, the AquaPod. This is where you put your phone or you put your fish finder. It comes with canoe or kayak paddles, and they come right off of the kayak. So when you put your handle in here, you don't have a kayak sitting in the middle of it. And then from there, we have a cover. This comes with every kayak. Has a cover and a carrying handle. That'll be in one of the sections inside a compartment. The other thing is when you get your kayak, you have your steering mechanism here that moves the rudder. It comes in a bag. All you have to do is remove that. There's a screw. There's your handle. You install that. Couldn't be simpler. Along the back here, we have the rudder. So when you get it, it's going to look like this. It'll just have a wing nut. These are all obviously stainless steel. You just connect it like that. You press the pin through. There's a little cotter pin. You slide that in. But this is the tweak. So keep in mind when you're using your rudder, you do not have to lift it up all the way. But the engineering over where we have these made put a hole here. And it was somewhat difficult to pull, and there's no need to pull it up as far. So if you wanted to, you could just drill the secondary hole, which I've done here. So change that, drill a hole there, and just move the rope from there. It's the same tie-off point. It just makes it so much easier. Now the next tweak on your rudder comes here, which is your handle. So some people are 5 feet, 6 feet, long arm, short arm. So when you're in your sweet spot in your seat, and it's the first time that you're out, there is the handle. There's a little spot here that you just click in a screwdriver. This cap will come out, and then it's just like a chainsaw or a lawnmower. There's a little knot in here. And just figure out where your sweet spot is, because your sweet spot's not here. It's too much effort, so if it's too long. So you want your sweet spot about there, so it's like this, and it just pops it up automatically. So all you do is you open that, get your sweet spot, cut off the excess, pop the cap back in. All right. And then from there, a couple of details on the boat. You have 3 caps. These caps are to release water if water ever gets inside of your shell. Haven't had any water issues. No one's ever had water issues, but you know, things wear out. If you wear out at the bottom, there's a little spot or something like that. That's never great. Now, the other thing, I'm just going to boot around to the other side, is going from a pedal system to a Minn Kota system. If you enjoy the pedal system, you get an upper and lower body workout. But if you're out in the water, or for example, you're fishing all day, it gets a little tiresome to be doing this. So I've created an opportunity to put a really economical power source in this, and I've checked out all of our competition, to be honest with you, and there are a lot of different solutions and ideas that are out there. One of them is the bow mount, where you've got this 40 or 42 inch mount. You've got this thing hanging off the front, you got to pop it up and down, and then you got a steering up here, just not really easy to deal with. Then you've got people that mount it off the side, and quite honestly, you've got something mounted off the side of your boat, so it's not balanced in your boat. You've got the ability to get tangled up with stuff, and then again, you're pulling it up, you're leaning, those type of things. So this is a Minn Kota, and all I've done here literally is taken 6 screws off of the head, pulled it up, removed about 13 inches. And there's a detailed guide on how to do this. It takes about 45 minutes, and you need to acquire one of the motor brackets, which is on our site. And then you can buy these at Canadian Tire. Make sure that you get the EnduraMax Digital, because it is the one with the digital technology. It gives you about 5 times longer battery use, and that's not overrated. It's not overstated. It actually works. I use it all the time. The other thing to absolutely make sure of is that you get the 45, not the 55 of the Terex. The Terex is a beautiful motor, but the distance here, when you put the head through, will not fit on Terex. And on the 55 pound, it is really, really tight. All you need is a 45 pound. It's not a big boat. So you get that. You can get them at Canadian Tire on sale for $300, $350. Your lithium battery is going to come into here, keeping in mind, get a lithium battery. They're like a third of the weight, but you can position them in anything. It's not like an acid battery. You can lay them down. So in order for it to fit in here nicely, you have to lay it down. But if you have an acid battery, you cannot do that. And again, you can see from underneath, it's been shortened about 13 inches. And to remove that, you just click on this, and that pops straight up. And then you put that back down. I have a little piece of rubber. Sorry, I can't pick that up because I got a little sawhorse underneath there. And you would put a little piece of rubber here. On here, I do the same thing. When you lift this up, because when you get to shore, you can't have propellers underneath. So you lift that up, and you know those little puzzle 2x2s, I cut pieces off that, and I just sit them in here because it fits perfectly, goes right in there. And I think that's it, other than that umbrella system, which I said in another video. If you haven't seen that, this is the type of system that you can get shade anywhere the sun is instead of a bimini and these other things that I've looked at. Works great. The 3 points, have something that blows air through it, have something that you can get diagonally, and the real happiness here is you've got this sleeve which allows you to bring up and down your pole to get it closer. And as you can see, this is full sun. There's not a cloud in the sky. How long could you bear the heat in the sun, where if you have your umbrella up, you're in a perfect position, nice and cool, enjoying your day. I believe that's it. Thank you. Have a great day. The Okanagan is looking great today. No smoke. We're all happy. Enjoy.